How to plan photos of the sun you love. Hello PhotoPiller, Rafael, the bar here. A big sun is a super powerful element when you place it at the right place in the frame. For example, when aligned with a cool building, a cool monument, a cool structure, a cool human figure, or for example, when aligned with an important street in your city. It's hard not to fall in love with this type of photos. The truth is that you're more than capable of taking photos like the photos you've seen. All you need is a bit of planning. So in this video I'm going to show you how to quickly figure out the right date and time the sun will be right where you want it to be in the frame, so you can fall in love with your photos of the sun. And to do it, I'm going to use the fine tool PhotoPills to replicate the plan of this photo, where you see a big moon aligned with the famous windmills of Criptana, Spain. A photo by Jesus Manzaneque. But instead of the moon, I'm gonna put the sun in there. Ready? Let's go! This video is about planning. You wish to learn how to photograph big suns in 1 minute? Watch this video. Okay, let's plan our sun shot. Go to PhotoPills, tap on Planner. And as always, the first thing we need to do is to place the red pin next to our subject, the windmills of Criptana. So I'll tap on the load button and I'll type here windmills Criptana and see here they are. And the red pin is placed among the windmills. Cool. These windmills are super famous because they appear in one of the best novels ever written in Spanish language, Don Quixote de la Mancha by Miguel de Cervantes. Here, Don Quixote de la Mancha and his loyal friend Sancho Panza fought the windmills because they believed they were giants. It's a fantastic novel. Okay, once I have the red pin next to my subject, the windmills, I'll place the black pin right where I want the sun to be, in this case, aligned with one of these windmills here. So, go to panel number 2, tap on the button on the panel, the black pin appears on the map, and place the black pin right on the main windmill here. Great. Okay, next thing you need to do is to find your shooting spot. A shooting spot from where you can see a beautiful view of your subject for a great composition, because you're gonna want a beautiful view of your subject and have the sun or the moon on top of it. So you need to scout the area and find that shooting spot. In this case, for this example, I asked Jesus Manzaneque to tell me where the shooting spot he took the photo of the moon, and the shooting spot is over here, pretty far away from the windmills, right there. Thank you so much, Jesus, for sharing your shooting spot with me. I know that the PhotoPills community is about sharing, so you're the best. I love you. So this is gonna be my shooting spot because I have this beautiful view of the windmills here, and it's pretty far away. According to the top panel, the shooting distance is 3.5 kilometers, and the sun or the moon size, you see it in bracket, is gonna be more or less 33 meters, which is a huge sun or moon. In this case, I'm gonna plan a sun. And again, notice how big the moon looks in the photo Jesus took. The sun will have the same size. Nice. Fantastico. Now that I have my shooting spot, all I have to do is to use the fine tool to plan my shot. Let's do it. Okay, tap on find, tap on sun at azimuth and elevation, or sun if you are on Android. And now let's set the date range. This is the date range. I'm gonna tell PhotoPills to look for possible results. So starting day today, and for the sun I always use 1 year. So I'm telling PhotoPills I want to find the date and time the sun will be aligned with the windmills in 1 year starting today. The azimuth, the direction where I want the sun to be, is already set because this yellow pin you see is linked to the black pin used before. And the error and the tolerance, I'm gonna keep it at 1 degree. You know that you can change the tolerance by tapping on numeric at the bottom. Here you can change the tolerance, but in this case I'm gonna keep a small tolerance because I know where I want the sun to be. And for the elevation, the same. For the elevation, I'm gonna use the numeric option here. I'm gonna keep a real low tolerance because I know the height I need the sun to be. So 0.1 is great, so I have less results, less possible days to shoot, a more accurate result. And for the height of the center of the sun above the ground level, remember that I told you that according to panel number 2, the sun will have more or less 33 meters. So maybe having the descent of the sun to be around 20 is gonna look great. So let's type 20 here. In this case, if I type 20, let me repeat it, I'm gonna get the descent of the sun 20 meters above the ground level of the black pin. And you should know that the windmills have height more or less of 8-9 meters. Great, now I have everything. Tap on the magnifying glass icon on the top right hand corner to look all the possible dates. The sun is going to be in this within the search parameters in the position I want. Let's check the plan of the first result. This is on Sunday, March 26, 2023 at 8:16 a.m. Let's check it and see if the sun is where I want it to be. Well, for this plan, you see that the azimuth line of the sun, which is this thicker line, the azimuth line of the sun has a thick area, gray, yellow area, because I have switched on show the sun size on the map. To do it, tap on the map settings button, tap on the sun layer, and make sure that you have this show sun size on the map. This way, you'll see how big, you can see how big the sun will be compared to your subject. As you see, the width of the sun is, in this case, according to the top panel, 32.6 meters, and on the map it appears with this yellow band. So Sunday it might not work. I mean, I could move my red pin and adjust the alignment, but I want to shoot from that particular spot. So I'll check another date. Now to fine-tune our plan, all I have to do is to check all the possible dates. So tap on the find again, and let's check, for example, Tuesday, March 28, and let's see what we got here. It seems that on Tuesday at 8:14 a.m. the sun will be aligned with my windmill, which is great. The sun height is 27.3, which I think it will work pretty well, given that the size of the sun is 32 meters. I could move the time bar backwards to get it lower a little bit, something like this, to 18, 17, for example, and maybe move a little bit, just a little bit, my shooting spot, something like this. Yeah, this works perfect. As you see, the sun is perfectly aligned with the windmills, and it's gonna be above the windmills because the size of the sun is 32.6 meters. So this is my plan. If on March 28, 2023, this is Tuesday, at 8:13 a.m. I am at the red pin position, I'll be able to photograph a big sun of a size of 32.6 meters above the windmills, the famous windmills of Cape Town. Very cool. Wait a minute, don't leave because there is more. Okay, next step is to plan our focal length and make sure that both the sun and the windmills will be in focus. To do it, tap on the map settings button next to the plus, and on the map tools, tap on DOF, depth of field, because this tool will allow me to plan my field of view and also my depth of field. Okay, let's choose our camera. I'm gonna use the Nikon Z7 that Jesus used for his shot of the moon. I'm gonna set the focal length to 600 millimeters, which is the same focal length Jesus used, and also the same aperture he used, f6.3. Great. Here you have my field of view, what's gonna be in the photo and outside the photo. Now if you tap on the last button and tap on Align with Black Pin, the field of view will be aligned with the black pin. So you can clearly see what windmills will be in the frame and what windmills will be outside the frame. And this is shooting in portrait mode, in landscape mode. So let's make it portrait like Jesus. And this is beautiful, beautiful in portrait. Let's take out of the frame this windmill here on the top, something like this. Perfect. This will work very, very well. It's an amazing shot, and here you can see how big the sun will be in the frame, because you can compare the size of the sun with the frame, what will be the field of view, and also how big the sun will be compared with the windmills. What an amazing photo. Congratulations, Jesus, it's a great, great shot. Well, this is the reason we feature your photo on our Instagram feed. If you guys want to see more photos that the PhotoPills community imagines, plans and captures, you can go and check our Instagram feed at PhotoPills. Okay, I have just planned the focal length 600mm in a full frame in portrait mode. Now let's make sure that with an aperture of f6.3, both the sun and the windmills will be in focus. If you make focus on the windmills, of course the windmills will be in focus. But what about the sun? Well, the answer is in the hyperfocal distance, and in this case the hyperfocal distance, which has the icon of the tree, is 1.81 kilometers. It falls before the windmill where we are focusing. And you know that the property of the hyperfocal distance is that if you focus at something that's behind the hyperfocal distance, then infinity will be acceptably sharp. In this case, I'm focusing at 3.5 kilometers, where the black pin is the first windmill. So I'm focusing at something that's behind the hyperfocal distance, which means that the sun will be acceptably sharp. And again, the hyperfocal distance is 1.89 kilometers. Now, if you wish to learn how to photograph the sun, the moon, the Milky Way, I invite you to download and study well our super detailed photography guides. I'm gonna leave a link in the description of this video and in the first comment below. Please download them because they are gold. And as always, if you like this video, give me a like, subscribe, and I'll see you next Wednesday in another video. And remember, I have the power to imagine, plan and shoot legendary photos. Bye!